Hello Lagos, my name is Mojisola Afolayan. I'm an estate surveyor and valuer, a real estate professional, and independent acquisition specialist. I have done real estate for over a decade now. My working experience has been within the banking and the real estate industry. I am also passionate about women. I advocate for women owning assets, women owning money. I always say the word female billionaires. We need more female billionaires, and that was how Chicks Doing Real Estate came up from, because definitely you understand that real estate is one of the ways that billionaires have really been able to become who they are, billionaires. So yeah, we need more women owning their money. We need women owning assets. We need more women who are going to change the world with the good cause, because the truth is, wherever women are, there's life. Women are multipliers, women are announcers, women are live speakers, and we do well when we have money. And wherever we find ourselves, we always want to make the place a better place. So generally, I'm an advocate for women. I love to see women participate in leadership, and now there's a huge call for women to be involved in politics. Women should see politics as leadership, governance, and also accountability. And the truth is, more women are needed at those tables where decisions are made. There's a call, there's a huge call, there's a magnificent call for women to be at those tables where destinies are determined. And I'm sure you agree with me that when it comes to governance in the state or in the nation, those policies are essential, as there's a huge request for female gender inclusion, and we need more women to advocate, because there's no one who is going to advocate for women better than women themselves. So this is a huge call for women to participate. With my experience so far, I find that there's a lot of gap, even when it comes to structure and how things are being done generally. There's a huge call for women, and this is my call for more women to get involved. We all have a role to play, there's no doubt about that. For us to have the Nigeria of our dreams, we will not just talk about it, we will not just pray about it, but we will act about it. We will take action, and action is very required in anything. It's very important that we all get involved, we all have a role to play. And in 2023 elections, it's going to be a lot different. We will vote, and our vote will count. Thank you. So the 2023 general elections are it's definitely going to be different. Even it's less than 120 days, so we need to understand that. And I put that into days to put it into perspective, so we know that it's not so long anymore for both the presidential and the state. The state is happening March 11th, and the presidential is in February. And there's a 2 weeks break in between the presidential election and the governorship election. So yes, I believe strongly that it's going to be different. This is going to be an election that will be a part of history. This is going to be an election where people vote and their votes count. And I believe so much in what INEC is doing at the moment, ensuring that our votes count, and we give kudos to them. So I believe in 2023 it's not going to be game as usual. And a lot of policies and decisions being made even as a nation in order to ensure that our votes count and the election is totally different. The truth is, we've been praying for years and we've been praying for decades, but there have been a lot of prophecies about what God is doing in Nigeria at this time. We are not negligent of what God is doing and what God can do, and at the same time we all have a role to play. So like I said earlier, we must all be involved. We will not just only pray, but we need to take action. Me coming out and accepting the nominations for our Accord Party Deputy Governor candidate Lagos State is also a huge commitment. It's a role that comes with a lot of responsibilities, sacrifice, and audacity. And I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be used. I'm happy to be a part of this. And I believe it is something great. It's something great for us as a state and as a nation, because we need more women, we need more young people as well to be at the table. It is no longer game as usual. We will do well. We will do well. I know we will do well. 2022 elections, we will do well. A lot of people who have already always assumed that they were not going to vote are already looking for their voters card now and saying, because of you, there's hope. I have hope in Nigeria. And for us that have not jackpot, the way I say it is that while we are here, let's make it count. While we are here, let's do our part. Do you understand? We all have a role to play. I keep emphasizing that because sometimes people feel, well, what can I do? Why my voice, my voice can't be heard? But your voice can be heard. Your voice should be heard, and we're going to amplify your voice. Everyone is going to participate. Every one of us is going to come out, and every one of us are going to vote, and those who vote, our votes will count. So it's not game as usual. It's time up. An era is ending and a new era is emerging. I believe strongly in that. Thank you. I'm encouraging everybody in Lagos to vote Accord Party Lagos. Reason because Akim Dixon is someone who can be trusted. Akim Dixon has been someone who has operated on a open door policy. You can always go back to the records and check how he has governed in Surulere local government and how he performed during his role as the DG Lagos Safety Commission. So yes, the history, the feedbacks are there, and I'm happy to be associated with him in the sense that he has done well for his people, and people are saying good things about him. And it's not just about what people are saying; the facts are there, And I'm happy to say to you that Lagos will do well. For us to even come out to talk about, voting for us, we have already created our vision, our manifesto of a 7-point agenda that we're going to be doing, which I can tell you categorically solves all the problems or most of your problems that you have in Lagos. From freedom to restoration, which has always been the case of autonomy and one person, deciding the face of Lagos, and also going into health and safety and environment. We've also covered the issues of infrastructure, having, good transportation systems, because that has also been a huge problem here in Lagos, where we talk about traffic and all that. We've also come into terms to create a whole agenda on art, entertainment, sports, and culture. Very, very important. And we have huge plans for that sector as well. We've also talked about finance. Finance is very, very key. We talked about education. We have created a whole pillar for education, and education includes both tertiary, vocational, and even secondary, primary education and all that. We've also covered what it calls healthcare, judicial reforms, medical reforms. It's a very robust and detailed plan that will be executed within the first 100 days. When I say first 100 days, it means that there's already a plan for what we will do in the first 100 days. So it's not like we are getting into office and we're now just planning. Because I also find out that many times where these politicians are trying to campaign for an election, they are just focused on the campaign, how to go to the entire state and talk about what they will do, but there is no actual plan of what they will do, probably because they never saw themselves winning. We are ready to win, we are playing to win, and we have already prepared what we will do upon arrival at the State House, upon arrival and taking government as Alausa. So we are not just here to play, we are here to win, and Akim Dixon has proved himself as someone who will do well, and I'm here to also ensure that all promises are kept and Lagos will be great again. Thank you.